When I got my first EV in 2017, I was really excited to get a home charger. We got a PodPoint and it worked a treat, but at the time it was little more than a fancy socket. We charged overnight at the cheap rate and we saved a fortune, driving around for about 2 pence per mile. Now fast forward almost 10 years and Pod have now installed over 300,000 chargers. The prevalence of smart meters and smart chargers means that many of us no longer need to charge overnight to save money. We can now get cheap electricity during the day, not just for the car, but for the whole house. But saving money is no longer the whole story. It's now possible to earn money when you charge. I'm here at the home of my friend Ed, who's getting a smarter charger, and with it some extra rewards. Okay, Ed, so this is your old PodPoint. When did you install this and why?
Okay, so we installed this 5 years ago. We already had a Renault Zoe, and when we had the Zoe, we got a Charge Master on the main house over there, which was great, but not where we parked the cars, and the guys who installed it wouldn't come all the way out to where we actually park the cars, which is over here. And when Pod offered us a point with the Q4 that we bought 5 years ago, we managed to convince them to do a longer cable run all the way out here. It goes up there, down there, across here. Then they dug out. See where it goes in. They dug out down there, on there, down there.
Yeah, that's a hell of a cable run, isn't it? How do you use it at the moment? Do you do scheduled charging off-peak at the moment?
That's what I try to do. Obviously, any way you can save is good. And we have underfloor heating in here, which is electric. We have also an electric Argo, which chews up electricity like nobody's business. So anywhere where we can use off peak is definitely useful.
So why do you want a new PodPoint?
It would be great to get a tethered. When I got this in, I was sort of torn between tethered or untethered. Generally, I've just found ourselves constantly getting a cable out of the back, plugging it in, putting it back, getting a cable out of the other one, putting it in, putting it back. It just takes forever. The other thing, just hearing about Pod rewards and the way that the smart charging will work, as I say, with all those electric items that we have in the house, and any time that we can use more off-peak than not is going to be beneficial to us. So, a combination of all those things.
So Ed's going to swap his old PodPoint for a lovely, smart, brand new one. This is the PodPoint Solo 3S. It's a 7 kilowatt charger. They don't actually make an 11 kilowatt three-phase one. And this is tethered, which will be much easier for Ed. So in theory, the installation should be relatively simple, and the installer is just going to double check everything, test everything, and make sure that everything is up to modern regulations. So what were you checking there?
So the water bonding, okay. The incoming main water. We've got a plastic pipe there, but we have the 10mm earth bond there anyway.
The one on the right is for the Charge Master.
For the Charge Master,
okay.
And the one on the left.
Yeah. This looks like the pod one.
Yeah.
Do you need to see the meter as well? Or not?
Yeah, have a quick look out there. I'm going to check the CT clamp is connected correctly and in the correct position, and then just do a couple of tests.
So the black thing's a CT clamp, right?
This thing here, yeah. So that talks to the charger and just gives a live reading of what the property is using. This is just a ZS, an earth reading.
When I got my first EV back in 2017, I was really excited to get a home charge point. And the first one I got was exactly the same as this one. Now, fast forward many, many years, and PodPoints like this have been replaced with smart ones. And smart chargers are far better. So that's okay, is it?
Yeah, that's fine.
Ed doesn't have solar panels, sadly, because on a day like this he would love to. But if he did, this is compatible, so he could decide to charge the car just using solar if he wanted to, and that's pretty easy to set up in the app. Once getting a PodPoint, you can sign up for Pod Rewards, which is what makes it even smarter. It rewards you for smart charging. So how does it work? Smart charging is designed to avoid peak demand windows, as well as balance the grid when there's excess electricity to use. When the grid has a lot of renewables, energy companies get paid to encourage us to use the electricity. You may be aware of smart tariffs like Intelligent Octopus Go, which give you off-peak charging at those times, even if it's during the day. This works the same way. When it starts charging automatically, you get cheap electricity. What makes this unique is that Pod, which is owned by EDF, by the way, they also give you cash back in the form of Pod Rewards. In the Pod Home app, tell it what battery percentage you want and what time you want it charged by, and it'll aim to make sure your EV is charged by then. It'll charge whenever is the best time to support the grid. That'll probably be during off-peak hours at night, especially if you have a 2-rate tariff, but it could be any point in the day, depending on your target charge. Whenever it decides to charge your car, if you're smart charging, you're earning Pod Rewards. The Pod Rewards can then be withdrawn as cash once you have a minimum of £10, and you can earn up to £100 per year. So it's a win-win situation. The grid gets balanced, and you get some extra cash, as well as the cheap charging. So the more you drive, the more you can earn. And you don't have to change your energy supplier to earn from Pod Rewards. It's compatible with all energy suppliers and all single and 2-rate tariffs, making it easy to start smart charging and earn cash. Now, the only exception is if you're already on a smart EV tariff, where EV charging is managed by your energy supplier. On a smart tariff, you'll already be smart charging with your supplier, so you can't smart charge with Pod 2. I wonder if Pod Rewards will end up being more reliable, as I know some charger smart tariff car combinations can be a bit glitchy.
Installed. I'm going to go in and do the RTBO, and then that's all the installation and it's turn on and setting up.
So Mike has now swapped the old PodPoint for the brand new one, tested everything.
Just about. So I'm going to do the installer app and commission the charger, and then we'll move on to the Pod Home app.
I suppose it's nice that this is just a relatively simple one. I mean, ordinarily you're probably crawling around in loft spaces with spiders.
Run part,
yeah. Ed is on EDF's Go Electric 26 tariff, which is 6.99 pence per kilowatt hour from 11 p.m. to 6 a.m., which is already a very low cost tariff. Now he has the new PodPoint, he can switch to a Pod Power to get a lower rate of 6.49 pence per kilowatt hour off peak. This is the Pod Home app, and as you can see, you can add multiple cars. So we've got the Q4 and we've got the Zoe. You can set when they're going to be ready by and how much the battery is going to top up in that time. So it seems relatively simple, doesn't it?
The rewards wallet.
Ah, no, this is the important bit.
I've already earned 1 penny.
Okay, good.
So
how are you going to spend it? And then remote lock. I suppose if you went away and you didn't want anyone else stealing your electricity, then you could lock it.
Blue with the pink is normal standby in manual mode. Yellow light is the schedule, so if you plug in it goes yellow. It's waiting to charge at a certain time.
Right.
Solid green means charging, and flashing green is the battery's full. And a red light is a fault or problem with the charger. The
PodPoint is £999 for the untethered one, or £1,049 for the tethered one like Ed has, and that's a 6.5 metre cable. Alternatively, you can subscribe. You pay £99 up front and then £34 a month for 36 months. Ordinarily, there's a 3-year warranty, but you get an extra 2 years when you subscribe, as well as a 48-hour repair, replace, recharge guarantee. What does that mean? If there's an issue that can't be solved over the phone, if Pod determine it requires an engineer's visit, but they're unable to visit within 48 hours, they'll pay for your charges at a public charger, up to £50. So if you subscribe, you end up paying £274 more, but you do get the added warranty, repair guarantee, and the benefit of not having to pay £1,000 up front. I'm going to come back in a few weeks and see if Ed has got any more than 1 pence in rewards.
I'm working my way up to a curly whirly.
Ed had his PodPoint installed just over a month ago, so let's go there and get an update from him. We'll find out how he's been getting on with it and, crucially, whether he's earned any Pod Rewards. So it's been about 5 weeks since we were here for the installation, and how's it gone so far?
It's been really good, actually. It's been super convenient having the tethered version. And I think I've started, using it in a different way, probably, because with the two cars, I literally will just plug one in, unplug that, plug the other one in, and just keep swapping around. So there's one plugged in kind of at all times, which is actually means that we don't end up having one of them running out or being kind of some big panic. And then, of course, whilst they're both plugged in, the kind of rewards are happening as well. So that's kind of fun too.
Okay, so it's been almost topping it up every day, isn't it?
Right.
So that's telling you when you plugged. So you plugged in then, and it charged between 11 and 3:40. You unplugged there. So you're plugged in for 12 hours, and it just charges whenever it's cheap. One of these might be during the day, and you just may not have noticed. Do you tell it which one is plugged in when you swap them over? Probably knows automatically.
I think it knows,
linked, doesn't it? Yeah.
Because I've managed to link it up to the Audi's app.
Okay.
But I've really struggled to connect it to the Zoe's app.
Okay.
Which apparently is a thing.
Okay.
That people struggle with connecting to the Zoe app.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Okay.
So I think it must know when the Audi's plugged in, and it's done it that way.
Right. Okay.
So I charge the Audi up to 80%, but the Zoe up to 100.
And in terms of rewards, then, how much have you earned?
So obviously last time we spoke, I thought it might be curly whirlies, but actually we've got a whole bottle of wine this
Brilliant.
time, £11.85 in 5 weeks. So happy with that.
That's pretty good, isn't it? Will you leave it in there, or will you withdraw
I don't know.
it?
We could withdraw it now and see what happens.
That's exciting, isn't it?
Well, let's do it. I don't know. Is it going to be?
Oh, you're going to have to add your bank account.
Maybe not do that on camera.
It's always nice to get a bit of money back from something, isn't it? Seems like a great deal. You're charging at the cheap rate, and you're getting cash rewards, proper cash rewards, not just tokens that you exchanged for a soft toy or something like that. Seems fantastic to me, but I would love to know if you've got one of these and how you're finding it. There are loads of charge points on the market, this being one of many. So your experience will really help in the comments. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please press the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified of other videos, and I'll be back very soon. Bye for now.